Hey loves! So as you can probably already tell from the title of this video, this is going to be my everyday hair tutorial. And please don't be too mean to me. I have never done a hair tutorial before, so I really don't know how this is going to turn out. I just do know that these last few months I have been getting a lot of comments either complimenting me on the way my hair was that day, or asking me how I curled my hair, or what I curled my hair with, and it seriously is so much simpler than you guys are even thinking. But I'm going to talk about all that and everything I used during the video. What I didn't mention during the video was my hair was washed last night, and I didn't straighten it, I didn't blow dry it, I didn't do anything to it. I washed it last night and I slept on it. So you can probably tell, I mean, it looks kind of crazy and like kinky and everywhere. But yeah, that's usually what I do, is wash my hair at night and sleep on it. I like to let it air dry as much as possible when I can and I have the time to. So everything else I use and all the steps and everything is going to be mentioned in the tutorial, so I guess we can just get started. First, I'm just going to take my big clip that's kind of broke and just clip up some of my hair. I do it in 3 sections, I think. So I try to make them pretty even. So I clip up, what is that, 2/3 of my hair then? And then I'm going to use my heat protection, which is the Tresemme Platinum Strengthening Heat Protect Spray. And I've always used this. I used to use the original formula, but then I saw they came out with the Platinum Strength, so I figured, well, why not? And I like this stuff because it doesn't leave my hair feeling greasy or anything. Like, I can pile this stuff on and it really doesn't leave my hair greasy. You want to make sure you get the ends good, because that's the part that fries first. And now I'm going to take my curling iron. This is the Pro Beauty Tools. I think it's a 1-inch. It's a ceramic iron. I got this like years ago at Sally's Beauty Supply, I believe. So it's my only curling iron I have. I mean, besides my curling one. But yeah, you want to see what I do every day, and this is what I use every day. So I just take a pretty big chunk from one side, since I like my curls bigger and looser and more natural looking. And I literally just use this like a regular curling iron right now. I just slide it down my hair until almost the ends, and then curl it up towards my head. I didn't mention that my heat, I had the heat setting the whole way up on high. I used to use it on like medium, but I think since it's an older curling iron, it doesn't heat up as well anymore. So yeah, I put it on high, but just use whatever you need to use for your hair type. So after about 30 seconds, I just let the curl drop. And you can see it's just like a big, thick ringlet. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with this other chunk of hair. And I don't curl like the back and side pieces really in any certain direction. I will tell you when I do. Okay, so let that drop. And now with the front piece, I treat this a little bit differently. I don't use the clamp on my curling iron for this. I just use it more like a wand. So I put my hand behind my head and I twirl this around. Now if you've never used a wand before, then just be careful you don't burn your fingers, and be careful you don't burn your ear or anything. But yeah, I like when my front pieces go away from my face, and I like when they look really neat. So I find that this kind of gives a neater curl, and it's easier to do away from your face, as long as you make sure you're obviously twirling your hair away from your face. And then I just let that drop, and you can see that one just looks a little bit different than the other curls. And now I'm just going to do the same thing with the other side. Take bigger chunks. The back 2 chunks, I'm going to use the clamp, and then the front piece, I'm going to use my curling iron like a wand. Okay, so the bottom layer is done, and once I'm done with one layer, I like to spray a little bit of hairspray. So I'm using the Aussie Mega Hairspray, and this is in the flexible hold. I like this hairspray, but I mean, I never really just buy the same hairspray. I get whatever's on sale usually. But I always look for flexible hold because I hate when my hair is like sticky and crunchy. So I'm just going to spray a tiny bit on there, and then I usually load it on once my hair is completely And now I'm just going to let down more of my hair. Okay, so same process. I'm going to spray my heat protection on. And then I'm just going to split the hair up into big chunks and do the same thing. Use the clamp for the back and the sides, and then I do it in the front like a wand. So I'm probably just gonna fast forward through this part since I explained everything else. And now we can let down the last layer, and I always part my hair in the middle. And here, let me move my camera up so you can see my whole head. Okay, so spraying it again, and then same process. Now for the top layers front pieces, I like to take it in smaller chunks. So instead of like this big chunk, I like to split it into two. So my bangs are going with that one, but there's still like some longer layers there. And I just do the same thing where I pretend like this is a wand and just wrap it around. And then you just want to make sure your bangs, if you have them, blend in with the rest of your hair going that way. And I like to fluff it up with my hands a little bit, run my fingers through, get these curls not so ringlety, and kind of just woke up and looked fabulous kind of look instead. And of course I'm going to take my hairspray and spray it again. And I'm going to use more hairspray in just a second, but I also like to use this macadamia healing oil treatment. It is just a oil to put in your hair. It's the same thing, like you can use argan oil or whatever, but I really like this one, and just get about that much and rub that in my hands, and I like to rub this through. So while I'm distributing the oil, I'm also kind of breaking up the curls. Then I like to spray the crap out of it some more. And I even flip my head upside down a few times and spray it that way too. So that is it. I told you guys it was really simple. I hope that you guys can try this out. And I don't know, maybe you look at me differently now because you would compliment me and tell me my hair looks nice, and now you're probably thinking to yourself like, oh, she's nothing. That took like 5 minutes to do, blah, blah, blah. But whatever. If you guys liked it, then please thumbs up this video and comment down below if you have any questions, any recommendations of other things I could use on my hair or something, or even just comment if you want to say hi or you have a video request. That sounds great to me too. And if you are just visiting my channel, then please subscribe. I would love to have you. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye. Mwah.